Whenever jacking a vehicle up, on the bottoms of the doors, usually closer to the tires, you know, in this area, you're gonna have what's called pinch welds right here. And we always wanna put our jack where there is 2 or 3 layers of metal. And that is the portion that we're supposed to jack it up. It generally does look different than in the other portion of the metal running down there. You can jack it up here on the pinch welds. You just got to worry it's a little bit thinner metal right here, and jacking it as close to the tire and setting your jack stand underneath there is always the best practice. Now we're going to take a 19 millimeter and we're going to remove the 4 lug nuts that are bolted on the wheel. And just in case you guys didn't know, if you over torque your lug nuts on your wheel, could possibly warp your rotor and you could get a brake pulsation as you stop. So when you go to torque these things back down, torque them on, use a torque stick or a torque gauge or a torque wrench, put them on properly if you have the availability. Okay, so we got to remove the inner fender liner, and we're going to need a T30 to remove these 3 screws right here and potentially other ones that are up inside the housing here. Now we have a bunch of pushies that need to be removed, and there's 2 different styles that I personally have of pushy removers. These ones and then these ones. These are my personal favorite and I like using them the most. So we're going to remove the complete inner fender liner. Not that we can't work around it, but it will make things simpler. If you have the same Lyle tool that I have, you just take the magnetic end, put it right here, push it up against the belt, then turn the harmonic clockwise, and you're able to get it right off. Okay, so there's a special tool to remove these belts and install them. They're called stretch to fit belts. We don't have the tool, it's on order, but I think I've devised a way that we can do it. We've got a 19 millimeter ratchet with just a regular screwdriver or anything. We're gonna put it in the behind the belt like this, and as we turn the ratchet, it will work the belt off of there. We have ordered the appropriate tool for reinstallation because I think it's going to be better for the video for me to show you the proper way of doing this. Now, inserting our screwdriver behind the harmonic balancer, we're going to go ahead and turn it clockwise, or you could turn it counterclockwise. I believe the engine movement is clockwise, so that's why I'm going in this direction. Removing the belt with the screwdriver may damage it like it damaged this one. So using the proper tool is recommended. I think this belt is okay enough to use. We want to look on the inside of it, make sure it's not cracked. In between the grooves, if I remember correctly, you can have up to 8 cracks per inch to consider a belt good and usable. Okay, so we're going to use this Lyle tool to reinstall our belt. Obviously, it's brand new. It's supposed to install it, and me and Dan are going to show you guys how to do this. Here's the instructions on how to do it. It'll obviously come with the package, and it's a 59,370 if I'm reading that correctly. Okay, so we've got our belt up on our alternator. Our belt ran underneath our water pump, and our belt wrapped around our AC compressor and barely started to our harmonic balancer. Okay, so we've got our tool set in there, and that notch is going to push that on. We've put our belt on as much as possible, and we want it to stay around the edge. And Dan is going to ratchet it clockwise. Hopefully this works. I don't know. I've never used this thing, so kind of a stupid design, if you ask me. I think they should have a stinking serpentine belt tensioner. And you just keep running that around until she pops out. And the belt pops off.
That's good. About to pop. He doesn't walk it off, but it should be okay. Seems to be staying on.
She's on there. I don't like it, but that's on there for sure.
Yeah,
Rotate it a couple times to make sure it walks itself right back on like it's supposed to. Make sure everything stays lined up. We're good to go. Reinstalling the belt is actually rather simple with this tool. You put it on there and it magnetizes to it, and then you push the belt. As you reinstall it, with one hand you'll be turning, and this is the reason I'm not showing it to you. With the other hand, you will be holding the belt to make sure it doesn't slip off the alternator or AC compressor. When it gets to this point about here, it wants to pull back from the AC compressor, but when you do it, it'll actually be very simple. Well, hopefully you folks found that video to be interesting and you learned a couple little tricks that you didn't already know. I greatly appreciate you guys watching. If you would, and I was helpful for you, please consider putting on one of my sweet playlists on the Clayway. Turning the volume down at night while you're sleeping and letting that sucker play from front to back. I greatly appreciate that. If you've got a question for me, you can hit me up on Clay's AC and Auto Repair on the Facebook Messenger. I certainly try to answer them for everyone that I possibly can. Remember, don't be the next to them, be the first of you, and if anyone else can do it, I promise you, you can do it too. God bless.